Can you believe that it's been almost 4 years since the Nintendo Switch debuted in North America? My, how time flies. When I first did Switch Watch, it was out of a passion for the Nintendo Switch, and for the games that were coming out for it. It wasn't just a successor to the Wii U, it was meant to succeed where the Wii U failed. In fact, many consumers were confused by the Wii U. Was it meant to be a successor to the Wii, or just a mere add-on? Where with the Switch, the product basically sold itself, a handheld system that could also be played on a TV screen. And that was the reason why the Switch took off. It was the idea that you could take your own gaming system anywhere, free from bulky hardware. It was a simplistic idea that Nintendo really should have thought of from the beginning. And yet at the same time, I didn't think that the hardware would be at that point in the early 2010s. Still, what matters is that the Switch has come this far and its legacy isn't just with the system, but also with the games. And that's despite the fact that all the games that I'm showing you right now are the ones that have aired in the recent Indie Direct for Nintendo. While the Switch had its fair share of first-party games, it also gave Wii U titles a second chance in the spotlight, like Captain Toad's Treasure Trackers, New Super Mario Bros. U, and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Sadly, much like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, the Switch lacks backwards compatibility to its predecessor system, which means porting the games to the Switch was inevitable. That being said, what also surprised me was that a good number of third-party and indie titles also flocked to the system. A big departure from the Wii U era, that's for sure. And unlike with the Wii U, there were definitely plenty of third-party titles to grace the Switch. Some are recently released titles that also released on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Others are legacy titles like Skyrim, Final Fantasy XII, the Saints Row franchise, and Dragon's Dogma. And while there were a lot of expected third-party titles, there were some games that I did not expect to come out on the Switch, like Doom 2016, Rocket League, The Witcher 3, and the remake of Trials of Mana, to name a few. Of course, as I stated, this video is showcasing the indie titles that are coming out, and much like third-party titles, indie games are also welcome to the system. Games like Celeste, Ori and the Blind Forest, Guacamelee, and Hollow Knight also help build the impressive library on the Switch. Granted, there are still more coming out like the ones I am showing off right now, but it's safe to say that the Switch won't be running out of content for the coming months. That being said, my only beef with the system, besides the online service, the Joy-Con drift, and a lack of a user-replaceable battery, is the fact that there are too many games coming out. I addressed this during the 2019 Switch Watch, and I don't think it's going to slow down anytime soon. The Switch's library is set to expand even further in 2021, even with rumors going on about a Switch successor on the horizon. And frankly, if we don't get a successor in 2021, I'm actually fine with that. There's still plenty of games that I've missed out on. We're nearing the 4th anniversary of the Nintendo Switch. In the next couple of months, I will go over some subjects on the Switch, like the system being a home for PlayStation games. That being said, only time will tell what 2021 will bring to the table for Nintendo's hybrid system. Anyway, I'm gonna switch on out of here for the moment, because 2020 is finally coming to an end.